Violent xenophobic or anti-foreigner attacks have erupted in South Africa, leaving at least 5 dead and hundreds displaced. Now, the violence first targeted shops owned by foreign nationals, largely from Somalia and Ethiopia. Now, it's spreading against all African foreigners, leaving many feeling terrified and hopeless. VOA's Anita Powell has more from Johannesburg.
Ibrahim Muhammad Ali built this small cafe from the ashes of his first encounter with xenophobic violence in South Africa. He says he lost his last business, an auto shop, in a 2008 attack.
That time, even my brother, there, you kill him, that Xenophobia guys. My brother is passed away there. We'll kill him and that robbery for Xenophobia. Me, I lost all my tools, all my money.
He has good reason to be afraid again. Hundreds of foreign nationals have been displaced in South Africa in recent weeks because of anti-foreigner violence. Many of the targets from Ethiopia and Somalia live here in the central Johannesburg suburb of Mayfair. VOA spoke to several residents affected by the violence. Ethiopian national Sara Kidane says she is still traumatized after being run out of her shop recently in Soweto.
I'm not feeling okay. I was losing too much. I was losing my life. Then I don't know what can I say. Yeah, but I don't have any choice now. I don't know. I don't have any choice now. I'll go back there, but the people is not gone. They will start again.
Somali community organizer Abdirikaz Ali Osman says the violence is specifically targeted at African residents.
To me, actually, it's pure xenophobic attacks, which have been targeted by the foreign nationals who are living in the country, especially those who are having small informal businesses in the townships and informal settlements. So it's obvious that it is xenophobic and Afrophobic violence, actually.
And many victims complain that South African police are not helping.
I did go to report for police. No one helped me that time. I was in police station. Even it wasn't no police even that time. I don't know what's happened. I didn't receive anything.
Many of those under threat say they are just as South African as everyone else here.
Yeah, we are African brothers, but they give us big problem. Yeah, they kill our brothers, and they rob our own shops.
All of the residents VOA spoke with said they intended to stay in South Africa. After all, they say, whether people like it or not, this is home.
Well, now for more on this disturbing situation in South Africa, viewers, Anita Powell joins us live via Skype from Johannesburg. Anita, give us the latest from today.
So today we had more events on the xenophobia front. There was a big march in Durban, that's the southern coastal city, against xenophobia. But then surprisingly, there was a pro-xenophobia march against that peaceful march. And that ended up in a little bit of conflict and a little bit of violence. The police had to intercede and fire tear gas. There have also been isolated incidents here in Johannesburg, both yesterday and today. And those are very worrying.
Yeah. Now, we know that President Jacob Zuma did address the nation to talk about this issue. What stood out from his speech?
That's a difficult question to ask with any Jacob Zuma speech. He's not the most enthralling speaker. However, he did say, and I thought this was worth remembering, that South Africans are not by nature xenophobic. He reminded his nation that during our struggle or South Africa's struggle for independence from the apartheid regime, other African nations took in South Africans and gave them shelter and gave them support, and that we owe a debt to other African nations. So I thought that was quite touching. But other than that, he said the usual, just he's devoting security efforts towards stopping this, and it's unconscionable.
Now, Anita, this is not the first time attacks are happening against foreigners. What is different about this? What is different this time around?
That is exactly the point, Vincent. So you're referring to the 2008 attacks. Since then, I think a lot of South Africans feel that not enough has changed, that a lot of the promises that they were expecting to finally come to fruition, since 1994, have not come through. And so now we're 5 years later, and we're looking at this country that we still have higher unemployment, and people are still unhappy. So I think that's the problem. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, very quickly, some are saying, well, this is Afrophobia and not a xenophobia. What is the difference and why?
So some of the people saying this in the community are noting that all of the victims are African, and that's largely because of the areas where it's happening, and also it's nationals of Somalia, Malawi, Zimbabwe, not so much this time, and Ethiopia, who are at the poor end of the income scale, and that's just what's happening this time. But there seems to be more of a hatred of the lower skilled, poorer African immigrants than of the many other people in this rainbow nation.
Well, Anita, thank you very much for your excellent reporting today. Anita Powell reporting live via Skype from Johannesburg, South Africa.